Hello and welcome to Roll to One. My name is Jaden. I'm here with Joey, RJ, JD, and my personal favorite, Taylor.
Wow.
So, we are playing Shadowdark. It's a very exciting game. We love it. If you don't like Shadowdark, check it out. Check it out. It's amazing. If you like D&D 5e, it's basically that, and it's a really good time. I think that you should definitely go to roll21.shop and buy yourself some Nomenclad merch, or you can buy some really exciting book collector shirt or Beholder I Hardly Know Her hat, like whatever it is you're feeling. It's there for you and your personal enjoyment. But if it's not, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps a lot. Without further ado, let's get ready for tonight's episode of Nomenclad. You know, it's funny. I just noticed my players have actually never heard the intro music for Nomenclad. They've never heard it. They have no idea what it sounds like. But you have now 12 times.
I hope.
Which is super cool.
I hope 12.
I just hear an accordion. That's it.
If they've not heard it 12 times at this point, I'm kind of confused why they're here.
So the party had some stew and visited with Nancy, realizing that she is only there during the transitions between Wakings, which is a very fun little detail. Commissioning for a custom suit of armor for Eleonora. The party was able to then depart and then meet up with Cianan, who had investigated the dead body of Queen Sywell, who was potentially potion-born and was potentially poisoned / overdosed on some sort of a thing that she might have drank or reacted to later in life. We're not sure. But long story short, the party was able to head to Duke Tabner's camp and experience the ramshack scenario that was before them. Heading to the tent of Duke Lance Tabner, they were able to realize that, man, he was kind of dumb. Except he wasn't. He was a man feigning unintelligence in order to learn things. Learn things indeed he did. And then had a private conversation with Cavendir. Then sort of invited everybody else in. And they realized very quickly that, yeah, maybe he didn't like the Knoll people, but maybe he should be king. He's a pretty chill dude. So the party has headed out after speaking with Molt, and have gone to their horses. Now they sit atop them. You see the incoming blizzard in the distance, and RJ's figuring it out over there. You see there is an incoming blizzard, and the party heads in what direction?
West.
That way.
West.
Yeah, northwest. Back to the
keep.
Yeah, back to the mall.
Back to the mall. You guys head that direction with no issue. You arrive. They open, they close, and you're in the city again.
All right. The castle?
Yes, we need to.
The sun is nearly high in the sky.
It's mid. Oh, it's about to be
Second
waking.
Yeah, I don't know why I just pictured like Cav just drawing a 6-shooter and putting it back in his holster. But
I mean, if anybody would have one, it would be him.
That's fair.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I'm not Matt Mercer. Sorry.
I know.
So interestingly enough, yeah, when they get inside, Cav is going to pull something out of his pocket again, like his inside pocket, and look at
It's
it.
gold. Beautiful.
What is that?
And it's a gift from my brother. It's called a watch.
Like someone who watches something?
No, it watches time pass, and he'll kind of turn it.
I have a watch.
Stop it.
Aye.
And like you can see the movement on it, and like the seconds ticking by.
Like a sundial.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, kind of like that. Keeps track of everything, and yeah, it is. We've got a little bit until second waking, but not long. And so he'll put it back in his pocket. You did notice that it was cracked, though. Like there was glass on it, like on the front. But it is kind of cracked. Not even just like a little bit, but like.
before you put it back, you wind it a little bit and then put it back.
Fair.
Speaking of gifts, Eleonora,
Yes.
She blows her white nose.
into
Yes.
a white handkerchief.
The storm is coming.
The storm is coming. I brewed something for you while everyone was away. And he pulls out a small vial with like a clear liquid, kind of foggy. And it is a potion of arcane clarity.
Arcane clarity.
Arcane clarity. When consumed before spellcasting, any spell that you choose cannot be lost for the day unless you critically fail your check. On a critical failure, you instead choose a different spell that you must lose from your list for the day, and it remains active for a full sky span. It says 1 day.
Then
so
we're going to do a sky span. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
That's dope.
I can take that out of my inventory. There we go.
Sky span.
Wait, is that
What was the first part? Sorry.
You can't fail
No, I can't fail.
unless you roll a 1.
Yes.
Can't fail.
Which
And
I'm
if
now
you-
mad
If
that-
you would like to read it, I can just give you the book as well, if that will help.
No, you're good.
Okay.
And if you do roll a 1, you can
You
pick
pick
a
something else.
different,
A different
spell,
spell
to
instead.
lose.
Yeah, I
It's a
got that
great,
part.
like, I need healing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
very kind.
You're handed a potion in broad daylight, you fools. Just kidding.
Like as we're riding past the Grimward at the mall.
I will
I
say,
look King Cywell in the eyes and
I will hand wave your foolishness this time.
My apologies, DM.
I've been
It's an FU, and I say it's a beer, and we keep walking.
That's funny. Some guy's
I
like,
am
what
but a
was
chef."
that? And he's like, it's beer. And he's like, oh, okay.
I'm but a chef.
All right.
I am but a chef.
Yeah. Why else would I have all these trinkets and doodads?
A little
and
child is like,
ingredients?
his name is Butter Chef.
As we continue walking,
It's solid.
I think we're
Kanan's-
riding.
As we continue riding,
Yeah.
yes,
You're
but
inside
not-
the city at this point.
Yeah, but not loud enough to where we can't hear one another.
Where are you going?
Castle.
Castle.
Yes.
To the castle.
Uh,
Finally, the blizzard consumes
It means we're
the
stuck in
far
the castle.
wall.
Not a worse places to be stuck.
not the
Right?
worst.
Doing
Oh.
it.
True.
What?
Snow.
There are worse places.
No.
You don't want to be here.
I do want to be
In
here.
the castle.
Oh yeah.
I'm at the castle.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
This D&D
for
session
her.
blows for you, I'm sure.
Anyway,
All right. We should rest until officially it is second waking and the king is awake.
I,
Agreed.
Lord Conrad,
Hmm.
may I have a word with you?
Of course.
And I look towards the other two,
Oh, privately. Oh,
privately.
yes. Excuse us, please.
She.
And Cav will like feign indignity and be like, "Ugh," and walk away.
She'll leave.
My lord, earlier when you were speaking with Duke Tabner,
Right?
you mentioned your cleansing.
Yes.
Do you know how the Grimoire will know who is and who is not actually a null person?
Interesting question. No. I don't know.
What would stop them from looking at someone practicing onomancy that they don't know and saying, a Norman? And
Well, no people cannot harness onomancy. They can't. It's impossible.
I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Well, I would. So you are wrong. I do not know what Grandmaster Ordway has planned. What?
Nothing. You guys are the only two on screen, so we just get to goof around.
Oh. I do not know what I know the plan. I don't know the intricacies of the plan. I do appreciate the And maybe it's because I carry myself well, but I am but a knight sergeant in the Grimward's ranks. I do not have any title other than prince. That is the reason I have what I have, not my standing in the Grimoire. But because I am prince, I am able to warn the people whom I will soon be allies with of what is to come. I do not want the people of Midreach or Haycliff or Grenham to believe that it is an act of war, because it is not an act of war. Not against the nations of Verdonia.
What keeps the people from seeing your warnings as a bane rather than a boon?
Let's listen to the words.
You're telling them that you're coming to kill them all.
Not all of them. No.
Their neighbors, their friends, potentially their family.
The evil Null people.
What makes them evil?
You need to do some studying, man of knowledge.
I've done much studying.
I don't believe you. You are.
Where does your identity lie, Lord Conrad?
What kind of a question is that? I am Prince Halred Conrad. I am rising in the ranks of the Knights Grimoire. I am to be king of Eastland. I am here as a favor to many, many, many people. If I did not come, thousands, if not tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people more would die. I am here to say to good people like our friends, hey, be ready, for in a year the Grimoire will return and will eliminate the Null.
Are you afraid that people might see you less as a sign of what is to come, in hopes for peace, and more as a siren of war?
I'm not afraid of anything.
The author's watching over you. And I
That
hope
he
you
is.
know that your identity should come from him rather from your own deeds. And he turns and walks away from you.
And Halred is left standing in the hall, in the castle. Eleonora,
Yes.
so you are a woman of habit, a woman of ritual. You go into your book and you read your gnomons, the histories of the dead, right? And in which how you use to summon your power. And you are all sort of, in this place together already before, but now it'd be very difficult to get back to the manor outside. So even as you maybe read in the previous study you were in, you're going to have to find somewhere to sleep tonight. And that kind of crosses your mind as you finalize your ritual. What do you do? I mean, Cavendir's probably perusing books, and he's like, nope, that's boring. Nope, that one's kind of boring.
Do you know where we're going to sleep tonight?
No. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. Maybe we can leverage Hal's goodwill. Probably not, though. And he'll just kind of go back to, looking at stuff.
Okay.
Cianan walks in first. In the room, into the study that you've all been in before. You look down at the couch that the previous right hand of the last person to enter the room, Halred, will come in shortly. But you look at this couch where he had laid a man who was hung not too long after. Cianan walks in with a very stern expression, and maybe you think, oh, Halred pissed him off or he said something wrong, and I don't know, it just kind of it's a weird like shiver of anybody who's around Halred gets hurt, but all of the threats have passed, so what are we feeling? Kind of a feeling.
Everything all right, Keen?
No, not really. I'm worried that our Supreme Lord that's traveling with us may not be seen as he thinks he is being seen. And he is too blind to even give it a passing glance that it might be the case.
I think he does. But I think that realization is clashing with who he believes himself to be. That is tumultuous. And it is also one of the most formative times in someone's journey.
Aye.
So, we have an opportunity, should that be the case, to help him become who he envisions himself to be. It is hard.
It is. I'm just worried he rests too many of his laurels upon his deeds.
As many do. Often, the people that do the most good are the ones that are forgotten. Because they do it not for themselves.
Aye.
But I think you know a little bit more about that than even I do. One of the reasons that I respect you.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
He kind of thinks to himself. He struggles to believe the words that you say are true. But he thinks back on the fact that you have said in the past that you cannot tell a lie. So he steers on that.
And as he sees it kind of sink for a second, he goes, now, do you know any books up here that would be actually interesting to read?
Ooh, yes. The history of Arrowfield would actually be quite interesting. There was a little bit of his Arendari conflict a little while ago. Here, follow me. He's going to lead him over to the history section.
Okay. I'm going to get back to Halred here in a second. Eleonora, I did send you a text. You can nod if you understand, and then we'll move on. But something you should be made aware of.
Yes.
All right. So, Halred, where are you going?
So, I go to follow Cianan and stop.
You see the curly, reddish hair walk away around the corner.
There are a few things I need to do. One, I would like to go and find the armory of... Or, no. I want to find where my retinue and where my things have landed in the castle.
So you have a room, and the immediate next door to that room, it'd be your child in his room. And then your immediate retinue, Farron, is just across the hall. Like, you've been given like a it's a tight collegiate style quarters, but it's still like nonetheless more space than most people have.
I'm
guest wing.
Going to grab Farron. Is Farron? I'm assuming I'm going to wake Farron.
I will say, ritualistically, you almost always go to him and then tell him your day, and then you guys go to sleep. So you have been checking in with him.
Asleep, right?
He would be asleep because he's on second and fourth.
So I'm going to wake him up.
Okay, so you will go up to his door, and it is closed, and not to be rude, you knock softly, open it, and then he's like, and he's asleep in the chair with that book just laid across him.
Good morning, Farron.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry, I know it is early.
No, it's fine. Can I help you, sir?
I am doing a couple of very important things here. in Second Waking, and I need a little bit of help in preparation.
Yes.
Do we have my ceremonial armor?
We do.
Just in preparation. I would like to get it prepared. And if you would help me do that now.
Yes, of course.
Before we do, though, I would, once this armor's off, as I need your help to do that, I would like to wake my son.
I see, sir. I can help you, yes. And he, he puts that book down. Boom! On the table. It bows a little bit. The table does.
Yeah, so I just want to... He's going to help me take the current armor I have off.
Yep.
When I am in, normal clothes, I'm going to go and early just wake up my son, greet him, spend a moment or two with him as his dad, not as the prince, and just kind of be with him, read him something. Just a moment that can be between him and I. And then I'll return to Farron and help to hopefully don just a more ceremonious...
Yeah, it's light, it's well decorated, it's carved to perfection.
Just for this specific conversation. And then I'll tell Farron, this is what is going on. And I will fill him in with the plan. We are to speak with King Cywell to prepare peace talks between the three corners of this war. And I would like to, one, make sure the ceremonial guard is ready for the official talks, but then also just have a conversation with King Cywell and tell him what is to happen.
Yeah. Farron writes down everything that you need him to know for your, your inevitable Nomen. But then he also, of course, continues to, help you with your armor. He does all the things and prepares the to-do list, if you will.
This Zwyander that I have. I'm currently wielding a bastard sword. Is it going to be an improvement?
I believe so. In terms of damage output with...
Now, I oftentimes am wielding it with one hand.
Yeah, so a greatsword is a two-handed, two-slot, 1d12.
Am I able to, because I'm me, have one hand?
Ooh.
Can I convince you?
I'll let you one-hand it with disadvantage.
Would you let me one-hand it and not use my attack roll +1 talent?
No.
Disadvantage would be the...
Disadvantage with one hand. But nobody else could do that. That's a crazy feat.
I know. I
mean, I'm going to be honest, though. It's the D&D effect. It's not a heavy thing. You could theoretically one-hand a greatsword. It's not that heavy.
Okay. So
but from a D&D perspective, I have to give you
I get it. No, makes sense. So is it a polished weapon? Is it
No,
pretty?
You'd have to tend to it.
Is it pretty?
It's been sitting in someone's vomit.
No, okay.
Some things vomit.
Some acid.
I will spend then... I will collect what I might have, because I do know how to tend to my weapons. Maybe not as well as someone else, but I will take it with me to the study so that I can prepare while we wait for the king to arise.
So Halred walks in, blade drawn, a whetstone in his other hand. I'm just kidding. All right.
In very regal and fancy.
Yeah, he's
armor.
well adorned. And you are all probably light reading, preparing yourselves. And Cavendir, he walks in this ceremonial armor, prepared to make a to use his whetstone on it and to get everything sharpened and ready for use. And just the way that his armor is adorned, he has a blue sash over his shoulder to his hip, and it takes you back a long time to when you were, I don't know, probably 12 or 13 perhaps, and you once wore a sash, a nice maroon sash, outlined in gold with a design on it. Give me a second. You walk into... No, not the song I wanted. Dang it. Dang it. Gosh, dang it. Dang it. All right. Perfect. You're wearing a sash.
Cavendir's a monk.
Yep, indeed. No. You have blood dripping from just the carve of your calic down to your eyebrow. You had just been lightly poked with a rapier. Your brother, a couple of paces from you. You look around and you're in the training hall. Marble floor, Temerosi frescoes of duels and conquest glimmering in the torchlight. Young Sanzio Moneta is sparring with you and just clipped you. You both wear ceremonial Moneta training garb, crimson sashes, gold thread, and your mother watches in the corner and she gasps as the cut hits you. Your brother is not much older than you, but he's a little bigger. But again, you're 12, 13, and you also have a rapier in your hand. You both are positioned well for offense.
For offense or
For
a fence?
offense. Sorry.
Offense, okay. Like, because we're fencing, and I was like, wait.
You're fencing, but you're like positioned for offense.
Okay.
Both of you are ready to attack.
Yes. So, yeah, he'll kind of... He's hesitant to, like, that hurt. Like, even, like, that's... He's not experienced that before. And so he's like... He is doing his best to look unfazed, but there is just a slight kind of shake in his hand. But then he kind of looks around to his and catches his mother watching, and then just dives towards and just does a very aggressive stab towards Sansa.
Rolled hit at dexterity.
It is a 14.
14. Your brother swipes from top down, smacks the blade away, and then goes in for a lunge against you. You step off to the side, and you two are in throws. You're not quite as talented as he is. He is that, if you're normal, he's extreme, right? Like, he is there and is more capable. Your mother seems to, she has a massive wig on the top of her head, kind of coiled and piled atop, and her massive gown, even then she lunges out towards you from the back wall, nearly knocks over one of the most beautiful paintings you would have ever seen, and then she goes, no, as your brother is near to killing you almost every time, but you just at the last second dodge out of the way, and I'm going to see if he does land another blow. He does not manage to strike you, and you two are in conflict.
So I'm going to kind of try to just back up and gather myself and kind of like this, and kind of like this can't be, just kind of, he needs to recognize that this is not a real fight. Like, he's not trying to kill me. Like, that, this is one of the only fights Cav's ever been in, so he doesn't know, like, how to fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, unless it's just for his life. So he's like, okay. He takes a second to calculate and be like, okay, this is planned. He's going to be pulling punches, things like that. So he's going to try to feint to one side.
So you
swing.
You step back and prepare for the feint.
Yeah.
And as you step back, your focus is totally on the battle, and that's when you hear the door close, and your father says, "Coward, stepping back from a fight. You had him. And you hear, Sanzio, strike! And you go for the feint, and your brother's already lunging. So go ahead and roll dexterity and just tell me what you get.
That is a 17.
17. You manage to poke your brother in the left bicep as your brother swipes at your right leg and catches it on the outside of the thigh. And just as he, I'd almost say you poke him, and then he's like, he pulls back from the poke, and on his way back, the side of the rapier slices against your leg. And he says, "Pathetic," your father. And he goes kind of quickly over towards your brother, wipes the blood against the crimson of his outfit as your mother sort of walks up behind you and puts both of her hands on your shoulders and says, "Are you okay?"
I will be. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And just kind of try to brush her off.
And your father turns and says to both of you, "Remember, love is weakness. Worth is earned." And then he steps back, and your brother winks at you, and he's like, "Sorry." He mouths sorry.
And I'll just be like, and I'll smile a little bit, not like obvious, but I'll be like, "I'm not."
Oh, you're not. I see. He holds, it's a big what I'm looking for is basket on his, like against his hand.
Basket hilt.
Yeah, basket hilt, right? And he kind of begins to twirl and turn around you, and goes for his own little attack, tries to swipe, and then at the last second goes for a punch. You know what a punch feels like. You're a little kid in a new environment, and you duck underneath the punch coming your way. The sword would have gotten you, but he was getting cocky.
Fair.
Go ahead and give me one more dexterity check.
Okay. That is a 17.
17 again. How do you finalize this battle with your brother?
So, I think he goes for the punch, right?
Mhm.
With the
With
blade.
the basket, yep.
Okay.
Well, with the big hilt of the blade, right? So it's like you can picture
Right.
like the Sinbad sword type thing.
Right. So, since he didn't actually go with the sword and he's gone with the fist, that kind of leaves, and I duck under it, that leaves this open here.
Mm-hmm.
So he will, as deftly as he can, blade up like into the handle and like pull it and like fling it.
You fling the sword away.
Try to disarm him.
With the 17, you disarm him. And the sword flies to the side, and your father says, "Enough!" And he walks over to you, and you're expecting this, like, almost some amount of praise.
That was a
Like,
smart
it's
move.
pretty awesome, right? And instead, your father shoves your shoulders, and you fall on your tuchus, and he looks down at you and says, "How dare you strike at your brother? He will be king!"
And so shouldn't he be able to protect himself? That's what this is for, isn't it?
You mouth at him, and he goes for a swing backhanded. You tell me, what would you say your AC is at 13 years old?
Oh. And like in a sparring room, like 8, maybe?
Okay. He backhands you. On your way up, you begin to talk to him, and he just smacks you back down to the ground. "You are unfit to train beside the air. I demand we find you a full-time tutor. Someone to keep you under control."
And he goes to speak. He kind of like, and then he's just like, that hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he just stops himself from saying anything.
Your father doesn't even reward your restraint and says, "Do you have nothing to say for yourself?"
It wouldn't matter.
"What wouldn't matter, boy?"
Whatever I said. And he stands up and just starts to walk out.
"That's where you're wrong, Cavendir." He screams it behind you. He says, "You should never lie. It looks weak on the likes of you."
And he just kind of, to himself, he's like, it's one of those like, what? Like, he just clenches his fists. Like, it's like, there is no winning in a conversation with him, period.
You go out the door he came in, leaving behind the beautiful frescoes and the wonderful painting on the ceiling. like Michelangelo in this room, right? And you, being who you are, put your ear up against the door, listening for if anything else happens when you leave, and all you hear instead is a smack and a yelp from your mother.
God.
And Halred sits down in the study, his ceremonial armor sash on his chest, and you're back to the present.
I'm gonna kill your dad.
And Cav puts on the biggest smile you've seen when you sit down. And he's like, "You look lovely.
Thank
Who
you.
are we trying to impress?"
My third of your peace talks?
It is much appreciated. Sincerely. And, like, he just tries to, like, kind of wash that, let it wash over him, right? He's like, "So to that end, I am to assume that you agree with me and have my back on this."
Yes. We have spoken about your charisma and your passion, and I've never seen one like it. And I will. And he leaves it at that.
Excellent. I appreciate it. And he does think, and he will take a second. He's like, the idea of his father comes back. He's like, "My father won't like this. Sanzio can be reasoned with." And he kind of looks,
What's another person to convince?
and you see like the look on his face, like, "Well, you haven't met my dad," like that kind of thing, right? But he looks around and to see what Keen and Eleonora, are they like within earshot, or is it relatively?
Yeah, you guys are in, if you remember, you're like in a study,
Sure.
right? So you're reading the books, and I'm sure it's, anytime anyone else is talking and Eleonora has a book in front of her, she's so smart, she's probably hearing everything you're saying and reading.
Fair enough.
Keen is a bit more distractible, maybe catches bits and pieces of both, but he would, I don't know how engaged in your book you
I
were in.
also was leading you to the section with
That's fair.
Well,
the
I would assume
history.
that just in terms of like obviously when
How long it
I
took.
created the story,
Yeah, right,
you guys had
right,
shown
yeah.
him the book, he was reading, and then he came in, and then
Yeah,
they started
right,
talking,
yeah.
and
So I mean,
Fair.
this is probably not something he wouldn't care what everybody did or did not hear of this, but he will direct it to Halred. Story for a story, right?
Sure.
I too am not a true heir of the Moneta family. I'm just a part of the family by marriage. My father lost his first wife and took pity upon my mother, and who was in the court, and had me. And he saw fit to bring us in. So, Sanzio, by marriage, is my brother.
Then he is your brother.
He and I agree. But that does not make us equals for my father.
I understand. My whole life. I am sorry.
Oh. And he kind of lightens up for a second. He's like, "I'm pretty sure it's made me who I am."
Well, then I'm glad. I, unfortunately, agree.
And he laughs. He's like, "What? You think you don't like who I've become?"
No, I'm saying.
And like he feeds right off of it, and he's just so
and then
he's so
I
quick.
think I was like, wait, no, I'm talking.
I know.
I
I appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing. I had many siblings and not a brother.
It has moments. They're all pretty bad. And he just kind of like laughs about it. Like he's like playing
Well,
off that he and his brother just bicker or whatever.
If my brother was anything like you, I would consider myself lucky.
It's only been 2 sky spans. Let's see after a few years.
Eleonora, you think of your brother as well.
All right. When the king has awoken, I am going to definitely go speak with him. I would prefer all of you go. You do not all have to go. After that, if what they say about these winters are true, I don't know what's next.
Assuming Cywell agrees, we wait until the storm passes, and I quickly tell my brother that he needs to make an appearance.
All right.
I will insist.
Gross. Oh, you said insist. I see.
Yeah.
Eleonora.
SIS.
I got RJ on that one.
Yes.
Sorry. I should have.
I wish to know
we were
more
so
about-
good, and I ruined it.
Lysander. I just, I'm not one who remembers things quickly. I need to study. And I have not read much about him, and it would intrigue me to know the source of your ornamency.
It's interesting that you don't know a lot.
I know his name and his title. I know some, but my upbringing and education was complicated. I was never supposed to be an anomancer, but we can talk about that another day. And so my nomens must be the purest.
Well, in his title, he is a heretic.
I know, we've spoken of that.
Okay.
So I just didn't know if you wanted to share more.
Well, as you know, he was a heretic because he married, or tried to marry, a Null woman, and had 3 offspring with said woman. He taught people to accept both the Null and Ornamency. That together as one, you could do great things.
But have you ever seen someone use the null for good? I never, I can't even imagine. I understand his title as a heretic, and I understand why it was bestowed upon him, but I struggle to see. It's why I know this no one will never be of use to me, because I can't imagine putting myself in his space where falling in love is one thing, but then teaching that it is acceptable is another. And I struggle with that. And it's interesting how you don't. Not in a negative way, but you don't seem to. You must have learned from apologies from another heretic.
You could say that.
Or someone who isn't Grandmaster Cotus Aldway.
No.
It's an interesting nomen to use. I appreciate you sharing some more.
Absolutely. Speaking of the winter, the storm, where do you suppose we sleep?
You will be given rooms. You are of my retinue now.
Here in the castle.
Yes, and should we leave and you wish to go, there too.
Okay.
I have not ever met individuals as trustworthy in the moment as yourselves. And I've known quite a many warrior. Not many put their lives on the line for others as you three have, especially my own. So, yes, I will speak with the king after our as part of our conversation, and you will be gifted rooms. And if you are not, we will take them.
By force?
Very well.
No.
Grimoire's in charge. I mean, that's how it feels. So, you guys are able to... Sorry, what's up?
Yeah. So Cav will just has kind of let all of that go, and he's like, so we are now trusted members of your retinue from this moment forth.
Well, there's a whole process. You have to sign a thing, but effectively, to me, I would say so. But
And so
there was
and he'll kind of look to Eleonora, and knowing she's holding back, and just he'll just kind of like make sure she acknowledges like he's in, like we're good, and kind of do the same for Cianan. And they're like, I for one appreciate it.
The hour is upon us.
Indeed it is. So, you are able to walk to the steward, and the steward is able to say, yeah, I can provide some rooms, I guess. And you're able to get some places, and it's easy enough as Halred intimidates him into saying, well, of course I can. And then you all are given some spaces. I will say that 2 of you need to share a room. That's just, you're given 2 rooms.
So, hang on.
I will buddy up with Cav.
Oh, I see.
I'll be like,
Where are you staying? With your son?
he's got a suite.
I've got.
Yeah, he's got the suite.
He's
got a suite.
He's got the whole thing.
Got it. Okay.
I'm just saying, I
I
can't
was like, what?
I have this castle mapped out in my head, and I'm like, we are getting real thin on available
Rooms.
rooms. Yeah. I'm like, you moved someone out of one in order to get, like, it's anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So-
All right.
So yeah, as Cianan says that, I'll be like, okay, sounds like a plan. We'll meet later for a mushroom party.
What?
Okay, never mind, and just kind of moves on.
Not again.
So the crew is able to slumber into the second waking.
I thought we were.
No, I'm just getting you to the second waking. I'm saying you take a brief.
How much time? I thought we were almost second.
I get
waking.
it. Take a brief reprieve of like 2
Yeah,
hours.
but we've been
You guys have been awake and like
I
fighting
thought we were gonna
owls
go.
and like.
I thought we were gonna go.
You
talk,
stayed up
and then sleep.
through fourth waking into first. Like if you don't sleep, I'm
Oh.
gonna start
Yeah,
making you
I'm
all
like,
roll
We
major
should-
dude,
con
it's-
We're gonna
checks.
be like,
Y'all
I'm
stay.
we're gonna be
tired.
We should take a
like,
nap.
so Sai will.
I'm imagining that whole like late
Yeah.
night thing. You guys were like you were in the study, which has no windows, and so you're just probably just like,
Oh.
yeah.
Why she
Um,
kept asking? 'Cause she's gonna.
And there's a moment where
tired.
See,
second waking, I will say, about part of the way through second waking, do you guys need a long rest?
I don't need a long rest. A short rest would do fine by me.
Well,
I
short
think
rest.
I'm good.
Short. I don't know how short. I'm trying to remember how short rests work in this game.
Just
don't think
do
those
I?
exist.
Am I
They
gonna
don't
take
exist.
exhaustion if I don't sleep?
Yeah,
Or no? If I sleep for 2 hours, do I take exhaustion?
you're gonna make a con check, and then things are gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I'm
great.
on a long rest.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean, how
asleep.
So you
long
need
rest?
like 6 hours of sleep.
Oh, so can we be up for the end of second waking?
Yes.
This is I go to sleep.
All right, so you guys go to sleep.
I was like, I don't want to miss him.
You don't want to. So all right, so you need to spend a ration.
Yes.
Well, you're in a castle. Halred's in charge. You
Let's
don't
go!
do it.
Yeah.
In order to, and you get a point of luck back.
Yay!
So if you didn't have 3, you have 3. If
I
you
have
have
I'm
3,
gonna
then you
assume
are
that I
stuck.
spent
You
all
have
mine, so I have 1.
Right.
Even if I haven't.
Don't go to 4.
So
Right.
the way that I'm going to do it is I'm not going to just like give you them. I'm going to basically say that you get 1 as a part of a long rest.
Yeah, cool.
That's kind of how I'm going to do it.
Mhm.
All right. So and you can never exceed 3. So just
Oh,
Cap
can we,
them-
can
cap
we
them
just
there.
do like long rest?
No.
Long rest.
no.
Get
And
'em
also,
all
I mean,
through
you'd
that.
have to spend your rations, so you'd be spending gold for luck points. But I
yeah.
don't know. It doesn't equate the same way. All right. So you all sleep, and you.
That's why I put on the armor. I thought we were just gonna go.
No,
talk
no,
about-
you're good. I think cinematically, you probably walk in, you're like, "What do you think?" And that's maybe the
Okay,
moment,
cool,
and
great,
then
yes.
like you get past it, and then you're like, "Cool, I'll wear this tomorrow night."
Nice.
Please help me
Yeah.
take this off.
I got you. I'll write the book better. I got you.
Yeah, thanks.
So anyway, you guys wake up at the end of second waking, and you wake up to the end of second waking. Cianan, you hear this like sound coming from Cav's pocket. And Cav, your watch is going off.
Oh, okay. So I'll pull it up. I'm like, sorry. Click, and he'll like.
You didn't want to
push-
miss the end of Second Waking.
Yeah, he'll like push so on the watch. There's like a little stem that pops up, and it has the kind of, it looks almost like a crown.
Looks almost like a mushroom.
Right. And the cap, he turns, like that's the part that he was turning and dialing, but there's like a little button, so he like hits the button on top and it stops it from ringing.
So you can get up whenever you need.
So I apologize. That might have been a little rude awakening. My apologies.
You do have to wake everybody up because
Yeah.
normal people just sleep through the waking.
We should probably go get them.
I agree. Do you want Eleonora or the other one?
The other one.
And then he'll just do this
Boulder Partridge.
No, don't say that. Just rock, paper, scissors. Go for it.
on three.
1, 2, 3.
On three, but that's fine.
1, 2, 3.
All right. So I don't know who was for what, but you
The winner
pick.
gets to pick.
I'll get to Eleonora.
There it is.
Yeah.
Damn it! And so like, and so he'll head towards where he believes Halred.
Halred's
Sprawled.
beautiful room, ordained and labeled and all that.
Yeah.
You know.
The Lord's sweet.
They like slid in a slide that says the honorable, venerable, amazing, immaculate.
Immaculate.
Yeah,
Right.
all of that. Yeah.
Ay.
Anyway, find his room.
And I just take a marker and I just gonna like draw a mustache on
You
it.
scratch out. It says, "I'm ugly."
Take all the letters from each one of the words.
Right. So yeah, he'll kind of knock, not super loud, but not quiet, either enough to like wake someone.
I'm awake. Good morning.
So, I think
Or evening, rather.
the time is upon us.
Yes. Would you help me?
No. And then he steps in. and helps you. Yeah, it helps you get set up.
That's a lie. You didn't say no.
He said it sarcastically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sarcasm is not lying. Oh, let my
He
wife
was
and I are going to
joking.
need
He was
therapy for that one. That's a yikers. I don't. Is sarcasm lying? Yes. My mom always said that there is no sarcasm in family. That's my mom always said. And I disagree.
I just, it's one of those things where it's an obvious
Every
misleading.
single day when my students ask me if I can use the restroom and they're not actively doing anything, that's my answer.
No.
No.
Right.
Or I'm like, I can't believe you just asked me that
Right.
question.
How dare.
I would just start by going now.
No.
That's good.
The one I say most is go fast.
Oh, that's a good one. All right.
Anyway,
Because then they start running. Yeah, I get it. So, anyway.
Keen walks over to Eleonora's door.
Yep.
Yeah.
She gets up.
There's
Good morning.
There's a cot and a
morning.
chest in this room, and that is it. It is a thin room.
I mean, yeah, I'm still going to knock.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm describing the room.
Okay, yes.
I open. Good morning. Or afternoon.
Evening.
Good evening.
Do we get health back? Sorry.
If you spend a ration,
Yes.
but no, you didn't spend it. Yeah, you get your health back. You're good.
Yes, good evening. Good second waking.
Yes.
Anyway, I believe that we are gathering everyone.
The phrase you're looking
Okay.
for is fair waking.
Fair waking, my good madam.
Fair waking.
Fair waking. I'm going to rant
I'm
out
just.
that
I'm
one.
sorry. I
Yeah,
invented
I know that.
a strange measurement of time that makes it confusing.
I don't think it's confusing. I think it's awesome.
I was just trying to figure out the words.
I would sleep all of the wakings.
Because nobody would expect you. It'd be
I
like,
know.
"Wait, I don't know. Is he a peasant?
Who knows when I'll be awake?
Anyway,
Yikes.
fair waking, Eleonora. We're rounding up the troops.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right.
All right, so the foursome gathers, and you are all able to go to the door. What's up?
Nothing.
Okay. You are able to go to the door. Halred, you do bring along a contingent of individuals. It makes you look better.
Yes.
As you arrive in the hall, the last of the business has been conducted in Second Waking. So all that is going to happen in Next Waking is basically like, sorry, commoners, you're awake. Like, that's really all that happens in the Next Wakings, when people are kind of like quietly enjoying one another's company. So as of right now, all those commoners who would have stayed up for Second Waking or tried to participate in business are long gone. So it is just nobles being awake having afternoon tea while discussing how they're going to overthrow the next monarchy. Like, that's kind of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Right? And so you walk in,
How fitting.
and you see the king is actually lounging on his throne, and a bunch of the other people are kind of sitting on the steps. Like, it's really not a big deal. And some people are like setting up a table, and some of them are like dealing at cards. Like, it's really just kind of a very casual environment right now.
King Cywell.
Everyone stands respectfully as the door creaks open and your men clang in the room. How well dressed are the rest of you? I will say there was a change of clothes, if you would like.
Would they be priestly robes?
They would be a simple tunic and pants.
I will have washed my
Okay,
priestly robes as best I
that's
can.
fine. Eleanor?
I mean, what would have been laid out?
A simple gown. Not laid out. It would have been in the chest, but...
She probably would have changed to help blend.
It's simple. It doesn't show any shape, should you have it. It's very simple. And Cav, are you back to your regular garments, or are you in your change of clothes you received?
From Nancy. Yeah, because they were nice, right?
They're fairly
So
nice.
yeah, so nothing too flashy to like give away my status or whatever,
Mhm.
but enough to not be
Mhm.
what's the word I'm like dismissed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Keep in mind, if you remember, the transitions is when Nancy's awake, so if you do catch the end of this waking, you could potentially go back.
Yeah.
So you all head into the hall. Everyone greets you, and King Cywell finally acknowledges you after sitting upright in his throne. He even stands and he walks down to you and says, "Halred, how can I help you?"
I have a matter of very important business I wish to discuss.
When I give a word. Yes?
I wish to do it with people you trust in a smaller crowd than this.
The courtesans are present to keep us both safe and to keep lies from spreading. Everyone here will witness, and anything that is changed or told, we will be made aware. You, as a prince, should know this.
What we are to talk about is stressful.
I see. We are at war. Speak freely.
Well, I brought before you today a strong ally of mine who hopes to help us solve our problem.
I see. Well, let him speak.
So Cav will step forward. And he'll just kind of... Your Majesty, I realize what I'm about to say will sound odd. But I assure you, I mean it with the best of intentions. You care for your people, do you not?
Well enough.
And would like to see this war end as soon and with as little bloodshed as possible?
Yes?
As would Duke Tabner. And as would Sanzio Moneta. I believe that there is a path to a peaceful resolution. If you would be willing to host them here for talks. I am a merchant of information, shall we say. And I know, or believe that I know, your current resource issue.
He deflates pretty visibly.
And I'm trying to keep it like
No, I get it.
subtle,
I would just
but-
say that like there's like a drain of blood on his face when you say that.
Right.
Give me a charisma check
I
just
take
to
a
kind of.
small step closer to Cavendir.
And I'll give you no advantage. Just roll straight.
Ooh, that is not great.
Mm.
It's a 6.
6.
You got a luck back. I don't know how many
Oh,
you
yeah.
have.
Oh, yeah, that's
good
fair.
point. Let's try that.
All right. It's a worthy roll for sure.
So that is a 16 instead.
16. He
A lot
says, done. Peace talks, fine. Halred,
Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
He says, Halred, what's the agenda at this peace talks? He doesn't really know who you are, so that's just
Fair.
he kind of moved
What
on.
will
If-
happen
Yeah, if you wanted to be
is-
more, he just,
is you will speak alongside.
No, what's the goal? What is the end?
the end?
What is the end? What are we, peace and how?
Do you want this kingdom to be the most successful as possible? Yes, and for everyone to be safe. Yes, and to remain in power. Yes.
He, Cavendir being who he is, make a wisdom check. Eleonora can too, and then Keen make a charisma check.
Oh boy.
That was a 17 even.
17 even.
12.
12. Eleonora, you do not notice anything out of the ordinary. Keenan?
6.
6. There's a moment when, and I do this because I can, your satchel snaps. Right at the shoulder. Snap. And in an attempt with your 6 to try and keep it all together in a way that doesn't seem out of place, everyone stares as the things clatter to the ground. Your 17, though, notices that King Sywell looks at his son about every other sentence. And his son is like, kind of like, book closed, just looking, in a way that's like in shock partially, but also like kind of like, maybe, yeah, oh yeah, let's do it. Like that seems really cool. And Keen, there's a bit of a clash as you hit the ground. The reason I didn't make you roll dex is because there's just no way you'd see that coming.
Fair, yeah.
So you like kind of tie your bag as nicely as you can with a 6, and everyone like watches you put that on. And they're like, what is in that bag is now on everyone's mind.
Apologies.
Your Majesty,
Yes.
as a third party to this situation, I have done my research, as I'm sure you've heard. I've
Yes, I know.
spoken.
You went and saw, and he mentions what you've done. Both trips.
There is a path to a unification and upgrading of this kingdom.
Fine. Who would you have be king? He asks.
Now, this has never been done. But Tabner but Tabner would be king to the people. Because and I know you know this. He is the most beloved by all.
Cav, he looks to his son. His son nods really briefly, very briefly, and then Sywell just says, "Done."
But he has no clue what he's doing. Your experience, Manetta's influence, and Tabner's personal ability together would make this kingdom unstoppable.
Done.
I will guarantee the safety of your family.
He looks to his son one more time, and everyone notices that time. And then he looks to you. done.
When the storm rests.
My gates will be open.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Before
You're welcome to enjoy the company.
Before we leave, one of my compatriots knows more about death than anyone I've ever met. You might wish to speak with him, should you wish to know more.
And he looks around the room. And he speaks kind of at the room. And he says, I know one of you, I believe it was, I don't know, looked at my wife. If that's who he's referring to.
Your Majesty, he's right here.
And he gestures to, the clumsy one.
Hello, Your Majesty. He bows.
What did you learn from looking at my deceased wife?
Nothing entirely new, but it did bring upon a couple of questions. But as it is a more private matter, I would appreciate if we could speak of it away from the eyes of
Like there's
the
a bunch
council.
of there's a bunch of people. It's not so in like the medieval court, right? There's just a bunch of people around.
Yeah, right.
And they're always just kind of in there.
Yeah.
It's like their whole job is to be there.
Right,
And
exactly.
and their whole job is to be in there so that there's witnesses to things, so that there's like they have a whole lot of purpose.
Right.
And so when you ask for privacy, I bet like half of them kind of are like, like it's just like, why would you ask that? It's dumb. We're here for this. And then the king doesn't really like give into that, but there's kind of like this like, yeah, I understand. I'm not going to kick you guys out.
Your son may stay, if that gives you more comfort.
So I think King Sywell turns to Halred and says, to finish our conversation, I believe that depending on what he says, gesturing to Cianan, and he turns to Cavendir and says, shall we let this cat out of the bag? Oh, you don't know. And you're like at a loss. You're like, I don't know what's happening. Because you probably don't know.
No.
And he's like, I do not wish to be king any longer. And my son does not either. My legacy ends here. My Nomen dies.
Not necessarily, Your Majesty.
My Nomen is weakened.
What? A weak Nomen is still a Nomen.
And he says, my son does not wish to be king. And he has expressed this to me and for the people of Midreach. I have decided to step down. I see two worthy men. I'm happy to talk peace, but one of them will be king.
And Cav is taken aback by that, but he does take a second and he goes, were I in your son's shoes, and he looks at the son, he'd like try to make sure that he's eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
I would understand his feelings completely. Like basically, like I get it. I don't want to be king either, kind of thing.
The son, in this moment, Halred, reminds you a ton of yourself at a particular age in your life. And you can't think of a reason why you would not want to be king. Unless your Nomen just wasn't gonna be worth anything. And even then, the fact that you have Farron keeping track of a Nomen that shouldn't work on your death, that's a personal thing. It's up to you.
Your Majesty, if your Nomen is to end or weaken, I think your son would make a fine ornamentor.
There's a moment when he like half smiles and He said, make a charisma check.
Because he's like the book smart. He's smart.
He's the one studying Nomen theory.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
1.
1? Are you going to spend anything?
Nope.
Spend one.
No, I don't need it. I'm not. I
Oh.
don't know. I don't think this is make or break. Now I could be wrong, but it's a 1. But
You want to let that 1 land. 1s are, I add complications
Yeah, no,
majorly.
that's where I'm like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your luck,
Yeah,
girl.
go ahead.
All right.
He's like, I'm not spending my luck on this crap.
Not better. 9.
Okay.
9.
Not a 1. Still bad. Not a 1.
He says, and I will let Cavendir be the only one that understands the nuances of this phrase. He says he will make a fine onomancer. He's implying that he already is.
Interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. He's like, he will. And I'm like, and so Cav will kind of like half smile at the kid.
And he's like the kid is very like, nope, I'm not saying anything. Nope.
Right.
Is that's not public, and I don't care.
No, for sure not
Okay,
public.
not at
And
all.
the reason, and what's funny is that like you guys, like that's where it's like you haven't put the pieces together, but the pieces have been laid out for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And all of a sudden Cav's like, he's like, this is going to work. Like, this is it. This is perfect. This is the table.
Right, and so and you know that like, so for you to be a king as an onomancer is like big no because in order to be a Nomenclad person, you cannot be an onomancer. Using onomancy is like no, like that's not how that works. You can't do that. You can't be an onomancer and also a Nomen, right? And so it's just one of those things that society has come to be very true. Is it true? It sure is to Cywell right now. And so what better thing to do than they got people at my gates. My people are going to die by the end of winter. You're proposing peace talks? Yup. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where he's at.
That's great.
Thank you, Your Majesty. That is all.
And he just like breathes.
And I go to shake his hand. This is not a deal. This
No,
is just
he
meant to
shakes
matter.
your hand, sure. I think there's a moment where, they turn and smile to the camera, and then you guys flash, and then okay, I'm just kidding. No, it's there's a moment when
Well, because that's also a sign of like, you're one of us now. You were like, okay, you
yeah,
are not
no,
king.
You're good.
Yeah.
All good. He's very happy, and then you see the son sort of opens the book and then begins to like write stuff down as aggressively as possible.
Do I see that?
Yeah, he's writing. He's writing in this book. And there's a moment of like it sort of swipes out and accordions. This book is like a thick book, but it's like a small like folded on folded book.
Yeah.
And he's like, whoa, picks up the accordion, puts it back, and then continues to write.
Fun. Cavendir, we must speak about Sanzio.
Agreed.
But
Your Majesty.
thank you.
You're welcome to stay. We planned on playing euchre.
It's a great Eastern game. Have you played?
I have no idea what this is.
What is euchre?
Oh, you will learn. And we say we play euchre.
You play
Last team said-
you play in the tournament.
Like, I'm like,
Sorry. They play a card game.
Can we do- yeah, I was
Who
gonna
cares?
Change games.
And
Ready,
now
guys?
I teach.
No
everybody
battle
to play.
maps.
Yeah.
Euchre board.
we just pull out the cards.
If you want to pick dexterity or charisma or wisdom, and let's see how you guys perform.
Well, right before the
In
end of the
euchre.
week.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was
You guys
like,
do not-
so you
so-
guys are
all
pretty
the
good.
cards
Are you gonna
get a
play?
4 and a
Listen,
six.
you got to get to the dance.
So I'm right. I want to do that, but I just want to say, I have advantage on delicate tasks like picks and pickpocketing and
I
things
wanna
like that.
play with
So
Cavendir's partner.
can we just be like, can I just learn and be like sleight of hand with some of the cards and like, oh man, I'm like beginner's luck kind of situation.
All right, go ahead. And actually, because there's not a ton of time, go ahead and roll, and I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome.
19.
Oh my god.
Is that plus?
I rolled a 15 and a 14.
Nice.
So, Cav, you walk up and you're like, you guys are going to use these tables are going to use these decks. And you're like, let me see. And you walk over to the decks, and then you're like, oh, interesting. And then you just like walk over to one of the tables, and you're like, huh. And then so that deck has no jacks.
I was gonna say
that
all the
deck
jacks.
has 4 jacks. That deck, like it's the or not 4 jacks, but like more
8,
jacks.
all
like,
of
yeah.
them.
And you
I've
just, like,
stacked them.
and you just have
32
destroyed
jacks
these
in your
decks, and
deck,
you're like,
everyone
good luck.
else's.
And you're like, all right,
Did you get
got
it?
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, anyway, he's like, now is the time to go. You basically just
Fair.
threw into the game for them, and then you leave.
I like that more than playing.
Hilarious.
Like, oh, interesting. I'll have to come play sometime.
All right. So you guys head out. I'm assuming you're headed to Nancy, but I will
Yes.
say the only person who's able to go to Nancy right now without suffering severe penalties is the person with the weighted blanket.
That's you.
Oh, I will go.
You can distribute the weighted blanket to someone else.
I will go and get it if you don't want to go.
Oh,
I call it the weighted blanket, but it's his magic item that protects him from
Right.
the tundra and
Is
also
it?
gives
Is it?
him
Would it be big enough for us to wear?
both of you to wear it? Yes.
Yes,
Oh, fine.
do it.
Okay, so I'll be like, if you don't mind,
No,
could we use it?
I don't.
And so I'll do that. And as we go, he will say to Eleonora, like, I know there's a lot that you have not shared with the rest of us. And I am okay with that. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Everyone is entitled to their own secrets and their histories, and that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't help but believe... Well, I know that you're safe with me, and I have no doubt you're safe with Cianan. But I do truly believe that you're safe with Halred as well.
I'm not sure yet of that.
Understandable. And I respect it. I will not push, but for what it's worth, I have a good feeling about it. Just saying.
Thank you.
But one thing I will ask outright. What's the pin?
The pin was given to me by Nancy herself.
Ah, okay.
She told me that it was for women who are in danger.
Does that strike any bells for me at all? Like, kind of
you
hearkening
can make,
back to-
You can make an intelligence check.
Like hearkening back to like networks and things like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
All right,
Love
you're
that.
on camera again, you dweebs. What'd you roll?
A 2.
Now, here's what I'll tell you with your 2. I will tell you that you're not a woman,
That's yeah.
and that is so true.
You lie.
right. I'm like. So that ring or whatever. I don't know who or what that would be.
She's like, yeah, protect people, and you're like, why? Like,
So I think
mean, it's just weird. It's like you've never.
right. It's never crossed my mind that would be something that would be needed.
No, it's crossed your mind that something like that would be needed, but you've never
Didn't know it existed.
You've never been into a situation where. Here's the fun thing about all these thieving people that we've met, right?
Yeah.
They all have a very good grasp on morality, but not a good grasp on legality. Right? And,
That's fair.
And the people who are in the other side of this coin have a very good grasp on legality, but maybe not on morality. And so it's just interesting the way that your society has operated.
Fair.
So it comes as no surprise that something like this exists. It's just secret
never-
societies that
never
are
heard of it.
successful are secretly successful.
right.
And so that's how this works, I guess.
So it's one of those things. Okay, so it's more of a like he's like, I don't know how I've never heard of this. That's brilliant. Like they must be really good. Okay, all right. So to that end, he'll be like, she's good. She's really good. Well played, Nancy. And he'll just kind of like, he's like, wow, like impressive. So okay, cool. So yeah, he's like, say no more. And that's fantastic. And just get like impressed.
Yeah. So
So
you take this white cloak, or not white, you take this cloak, silvery-ish material, I think I said, and you head out into the wilderness. And beyond the gate, Halred demands that they open it for you. Maybe passes a note, all this stuff. And you guys are going through this like massive like fog in front of you blizzard. The only reason you know where to go is because you see these blue lanterns being lit by these onomancers that are doing their job diligently, summoning soul flames in threes to create the protection at night. The shadows that exist beyond like fog are like still bright. Like this is the perfect type of night to be free of fetches. But maybe not necessarily in terms of being safe outside. Fair. So you, under this cloak, are totally warm. The body heat distributes between the two of you, and the silvery reflection makes you near invisible in this environment. You finally get to the doorway of this unnamed store. We'll call it Fancy Nancy's from here on out. And you get to this place and knock on the door. And somebody peeks, and they like look aggressively, and then see you guys underneath there. And then they're like, oh, and they let you in to the room. You walk in. Nobody is spinning looms except for Nancy at the end of the room. She's far at the back end of the room. This loom has been set in the middle, and she is spinning green, beautiful thread into a some sort of a, obviously wheel to just try to create, more yarn or whatever it is. And she's by herself over there.
But we were let in by other people, right?
No.
By someone. Oh, Nancy.
That person like
was
looks
Nancy?
in. No, you don't know. That person like looks in and then opens the door to you, and then when you get in, it's just Nancy at the back of the room.
Weird.
Oh, cool.
He just smiles really big, and he looks around. His dick's not there.
No, this is a place for women, JD. How dare you ask that?
Interesting. So, he'll approach the counter or desk or table or whatever. And I beg your deepest pardon, Nancy. I see you are hard at work. And
No, I've got time for you. What do you need?
I was just coming to see if
She
there's
stops.
been any progress made on the leather armor.
Oh, no, that's done. It's been done at the waking, just like you requested.
I greatly appreciate it.
The 10 gold did not get to waste either.
I have no doubt.
I'm like hard pressed to remember her accent.
I think that's about right.
I think it's pretty close.
Who cares? She's magic.
Sounds
She can
right
have it
to
any
me.
time.
Right.
And maybe there's a moment when you walk in the room and there's a bucket of snow that falls just behind you at the last second.
I know what that means.
Is it a trap or something?
No.
Yeah, it's like a trap, and it goes behind you, and it's like, what?
Hey, that's a good. The people that know.
What do you mean? What is the reference you're making?
No, I'm not.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm out of the loop. And there's a moment when, what is happening, Joey?
I'm asking if he's in the loop.
Okay. Anyway, you see Nancy there, and she stands and she's like, so, didn't know your measurements, so it might fit perfectly. And she walks over towards a like bag on a hook hanger, and she pulls it, and she just like holds it with one hand and holds it at you.
Okay. And I open
And
it.
it's leather armor. It's really heavy, and so it falls to the floor.
Oh.
And and so
She's
you,
yoked.
you grab it.
Okay.
You have it. It's under a bag. Like
Can I
you
open
would. You can.
I want to open it and look.
So you have to like pull it all the way from the bottom. And she says, "You're going to wear that in here."
What does it do?
Okay. Go ahead.
And so Cav will be like, I'll step outside. And so he'll wrap the cloak around himself like a couple of times and just step outside the door.
He would have loved to see this too. I understand though, modesty, right?
That's exactly why he did.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh?
I was like, if she's gonna change clothes, I'm gonna step out.
She says, sorry, we Elixians don't care much. And then
Fuck. I mean, shucks.
and she shows you this leather armor, or this black leather armor. This black leather armor sort of has like this reflection to it, and it seems to, within the darkness, have sort of a parallax effect, and beyond the beyond the leather, there's like stars, these things that do not exist for this world.
We don't have stars.
We don't
right?
have stars. We don't have a moon. We just have darkness in the sky.
Okay.
And it's just faint enough, but the leather is almost identically like what it was, but now it's form fit to you. And then there's that little star sheen beyond the thing. Now, there is some accented, like, it's not very big. It's very tight. It's form-fitting leather armor. You're not Catwoman, but, like, it is, wraps and, a shoulder pad and an elbow pad and a gauntlet and a, it's all, cuirass. Like, it's all the same normal stuff. It's just leather and it's black, and there's this bit of star sheen beyond it. And you put it on, and there's this moment when you put it on, and it just sort of like goes, just a little bit of like it didn't quite fit, and then it totally does.
Sick. I thought this was leather. Why is it so heavy?
It's not heavy when it's all on you because it's distributed well.
Okay.
It's like it's leather armor. It's just if I handed you like full on leather armor and then you like expected it to be light because somebody handed you with one hand, you'd be like, oh, and you drop it because
it was more she's
yoked.
ripped.
I see.
She's special.
Oh.
Yeah,
she's an Elixian. She just told you that.
Yeah, she did say
Well,
that.
I know that. But yeah. Makes sense though.
She's juiced.
What
Yeah.
are these things in the back of this?
Well, those are stars.
What are stars?
For a Gnoll woman, have you not visited the Shadow Hell?
No, I have not.
Go sometime. It's beautiful.
Oh. My
There's
mother
stars
has.
and a moon. Well, the moon's... You'll see.
Okay. What does this do? Is it just leather armor?
There's no additional protection, but it's capable of a great many things.
Will I find out in time?
Go stand in that corner over there.
I go.
And she says, put out that fire. Just dip it over.
I pick up the candle and dip it.
That corner of the room is in darkness. Total darkness. Fetches should be pouring out of it, right? But not happening, just for some reason. And then she says, Cavendir, love, come back in.
And I hear that above the storm and whatnot, so I'll step back in. Be like, are we good?
Do you see Eleonora? I seem to have lost her.
And so I will look around, and I see, what do I see? Do I see a dark corner of a room?
You see a dark corner of a room, and you see Eleonora is in it. You see her over there in the corner.
Okay.
There's enough light that it's kind of bleeding into that.
Okay. Well, yeah, she's right there.
Oh! How nice. I can't see her. She's invisible to me.
Is she?
At least, if I was going to target her, I'd have to pick another person first. Because any monstrous creature is going to have to target someone else before they target her while she's in darkness.
Never mind.
Pick.
And Cav will just have the biggest smile, and he's like, magician is the wrong word. This is incredible work, Nancy. As always.
I'm no more special than your friend Keenan.
So quite special.
Also, don't be saying my name around. I don't need Zeke Tanner giving me a visit.
But
Oh.
My name is my name. You don't be sharing it.
How did
touche. I don't know.
Don't worry, I took it back.
took
And
what? She's asking because she doesn't know.
I catch it, but to be fair to our friend here, it was not my place to offer anything on her behalf. And for that, and he turns back to her and for that, and puts his right hand over his heart. He's like, I am truly sorry. It will not happen again.
I completely understand. All great gifts come in threes. How many times have you been here, Cavendir?
This is now the third.
Like frankincense and myrrh and whatever the third one was. You can't come back. Sorry.
That's unfortunate. But understandable.
Well, I'll get back to spinning. Good luck.
I would say that I will remember you, but I have a feeling that's not the case.
Oh. You'll remember me.
Good.
But the other three, maybe not.
Fair is fair. Thank you very much. And he'll turn to leave. And Eleonora, there is still room if you can find your way in.
And she says to Eleonora, as she's leaving out, hey, be careful. Anyone who knows Elixian things will be careful with that pin there. They'll know who that belongs to.
The pin you gave me?
Yeah, it's a symbol of me.
I thought you said it was to help.
It is,
It's both?
in a way.
Okay. I'm ready.
Thank you again, Miss Weiss.
And you walk out of Fancy Nancy Wise's, none the wiser. And we'll pick up there next time. Very, very exciting. Thank you so much for enjoying this fun, very dark and spooky game about political intrigue with really weird fairy people. I appreciate all that you do. If you appreciate me back, please leave a like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And visit roll21.shop. You can buy some Nomenclad merch or some more exciting, fantastical things. Maybe a Fancy Nancy original will show up one of these days. You're my best friend. So much fun. We'll catch you on a one-horse open sleigh. Bye.